Greetings and welcome to week 5 of Concepts of Computing. This week's lessons, Google Forms. So this week's going to be fairly short for lessons because you do have your midterm later this week. But we'll go over Google Forms. It's one of the quicker and easier ones to learn to use, at least the basics. So we'll go over that real quick and then you'll have time to study for your midterm and do the review for the midterm. But Google Forms. What is Google Forms? They allow you to create surveys, quizzes, many other different things if you want to be creative about it. But what we're going to go over is we're going to go over the different question types, the different ways to share it, email it, link it, embed it, add collaborators, which will be important for later lessons. We'll explore the response summary and then also what it looks like in a spreadsheet. And then adding a shared form to your drive, and then showing off what you learned. So you're going to do your midterm. That's what the last one says, obviously. But for this unit, you're going to do the basics of creating and sharing a Google form. There's more research we're going to do, and you will eventually later on create a more complex form. But for this, your success criteria is being able to actually share it correctly and then create and develop a simple survey, right? You're just going to do a real simple survey. That's what you're going to be, your success criteria for this lesson. But you do need to understand all this because you will be able to have to do more. So again, you might have to do Google researching. There is a lot more activities for this lesson. But again, what you're going to turn in is a simple form. So you're not going to spend a lot of time creating the form, but again, hopefully you get enough to understand how it works. So when you do need to create a more complex form, you'll be able to do that. All right, so review from last week. We went over the computers, went over the functions, how they had memory, the software, the hardware, how the software talked to the hardware, the concepts input, storage, processing, output, and then the actual parts of the computer that actually did this. So the CPU was the big processing part of the hard drive, and RAM did the storage for you. And then your inputs were like your keyboards, the USBs, and your output was normally the screen or speakers. External parts are a lot of times similar to internal parts. You can have an internal hard drive and external hard drive. So again, that's kind of what we went over last week. So with that, we're going to go to Google Forms. We'll talk about kind of what we're looking at, and then we'll actually go back to our good old demo time. So what's the survey? How do you set up as a quiz? How do you share and collaborate? What does both those means? Because collaborate is different than sharing. Different question types, multiple guess, short answer, and then dot dot. There's a lot of different little things you can do. And then how you view the responses. So those are the big key pieces for that. So there is no link to go to this demo time. You're just going to create a new form and follow along so we get it from the bottom up. So demo time is